Hello everyone, and welcome to my SW Update 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives clue Meri Brown's business in big trouble? Is there a clue that Sister Wives star, Meri Brown's business is in big trouble? The former first wife of Kody Brown has several businesses that she is very dedicated to. Yet, is one of them struggling and on the verge of failure? Keep reading for more details on what could possibly be going wrong. Clue Meri Brown's business in big trouble? Meri Brown started on Sister Wives with a part-time job which she lost when the family went public with their lifestyle. She then helped Robin Brown with My Sister Wife's Closet, which Kody Brown called more of a hobby. For the OG3, it was not something that brought in much of a profit or a business they cared much for. Janelle Brown had always worked full-time, and that was when she thrived. Upon moving to Las Vegas, she and Christine Brown Woolley obtained their real estate licenses. Therefore, that was where Janelle wanted to put her effort. She needed to put food on her table and needed a solid income, which is what she believed real estate was. Christine could not be as invested because it would require her to be away from her children. As time went by, she got involved in MLMs, as did Meri. They found them to be fruitful businesses they could do from home, with Janelle eventually joining in. The money Meri made enabled her to buy her B&B, and the OG3 made enough to live freely. Meri has since expanded her brands, one being Worthy Up. But is it going belly up? It is a motivational company that empowers Meri Brown's community of followers. Unfortunately, it comes at a very high cost. The cheapest is $30 per month, the middle is $500 per year, and the top tier is $800 per year. This is not attainable for those who want motivation and to connect with a like-minded community. A Reddit thread was started as Sister Wives fans noticed that its private Facebook group was dwindling, hinting the company may be in major trouble. Public versus private. Now, this is just the private Worthy Up group, whereas the public one has 37,000 followers. Therefore, it appears that Meri Brown's motivational company is doing just fine. Did Sister Wives fans see any red flags, or did they need more proof? In a moment that has sent shockwaves through the Sister Wives fan community and ignited fierce debate on social media, Robin Brown's recent public belittlement of rocker Janelle has become a symbol of the deepening fissures within the Brown family, a moment that encapsulates years of simmering resentment, diverging ambitions, and power struggles that have long characterized life behind the cameras. In a particularly charged episode, Robin, known for her carefully cultivated image as the stabilizing, pragmatic force in the family, made a series of offhand comments that not only diminished Janelle's contributions but also reinforced an emerging narrative of favoritism and internal hierarchy that has plagued the Brown household. According to multiple accounts from viewers and insiders who witnessed the exchange, Robin's remarks were laced with condescension, suggesting that Janelle's so-called rocker persona, an identity perhaps born from her unorthodox style, outspoken nature, and a certain rebellious charm, was not only impractical but detrimental to the image of unity that the family desperately tried to project. In that tense moment, as the family gathered for what was meant to be a routine discussion about upcoming projects and shared responsibilities, Robin's tone shifted abruptly from measured to scornful, and she publicly questioned Janelle's decisions and ideas in a manner that left little room for compromise. She insinuated that Janelle's contributions were more about personal bravado than genuine leadership, implying that her rocker identity was a liability rather than an asset. This incident, which has quickly become a hot topic on platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and fan sites, is seen by many as a microcosm of the long-standing issues within the Brown family, a family that has been defined by power imbalances, unspoken rivalries, and a persistent struggle over whose voice matters the most. Robin's behavior in that moment has been interpreted as a calculated attempt to reassert control over the narrative, to remind the family and the viewing public that, in her view, only a certain type of discipline and order can keep the Brown enterprise running smoothly. Critics argue that such a stance is emblematic of a broader, more troubling trend in which personal grievances are weaponized to undermine potential allies within the family. Over the years, Janelle has often been seen as the more rebellious, free-spirited member, a stark contrast to Robin's measured approach, which has earned her the nickname rocker among fans and insiders alike. While this moniker once evoked admiration for her authenticity and willingness to challenge the status quo, it has increasingly come to be associated with instability in the eyes of those who favor a more conventional order. Robin's dismissal of Janelle's style, therefore, is not simply a personal attack, it is a rejection of the values that Janelle represents, a dismissal of the very qualities that many believe are essential for genuine leadership and innovation within a modern, non-traditional family. The fallout from this exchange has been swift and polarizing. Supporters of Janelle have flooded social media with messages of solidarity, praising her for being true to herself despite the cutting remarks, while others, particularly those who have long admired Robin for her pragmatic approach, contend that her comments were a necessary, albeit harsh, reminder of the need for discipline in a family that has long been marred by impulsive decisions and unchecked egos. In interviews following the incident, several family insiders hinted that this public belittlement may be symptomatic of deeper, unresolved tensions that have been festering for years, tensions that stem not only from the emotional toll of a complex plural marriage but also from long-standing disputes over control of family assets, decision-making power, and the legacy of a once unified family that has been repeatedly torn apart by personal ambition and media sensationalism. Robin's actions, seen by some as an attempt to safeguard her own position and reassert a sense of order in a chaotic environment, have been criticized for their potential to further fracture the already fragile bonds among the wives, with many viewers expressing concern that such public attacks only serve to exacerbate divisions rather than foster reconciliation or growth. At the heart of the matter lies a fundamental question about what it means to lead and to be a partner in a family that operates on principles far removed from traditional norms, a family where the roles of each member are continually renegotiated in the public eye, and where personal ambition often clashes with the collective needs of the household. For Robin, her remarks may reflect a deep-seated belief that a strong, cohesive family requires a certain level of uniformity and discipline, qualities that she fears are being undermined by what she perceives as Janelle's uncontrolled, rocker behavior. Yet, for Janelle, whose journey has been marked by a fierce desire for self-expression and a willingness to challenge the status quo, such criticism feels like an attempt to silence her individuality and to force her into a mold that she simply does not fit. This clash, therefore, is not merely about differing personality traits. It is a collision of worldviews, each representing a distinct approach to life, leadership, and the very meaning of family in an era where public narratives are as influential as private realities. As the drama unfolded on screen, viewers were treated to a raw display of emotion. Robin's voice, tinged with both anger and a hint of sorrow, cut through the ambient noise of family logistics, while Janelle's measured, yet resilient responses hinted at a long history of being undervalued and misunderstood. In a series of confessional segments, Janelle reflected on how her rocker identity, once celebrated as a symbol of her authenticity and independence, had become a target for ridicule, a target that, in the eyes of some family members, represented a challenge to the orderly, controlled image that Robin sought to maintain. This public confrontation, therefore, stands as a significant moment in the ongoing saga of sister wives, highlighting not only the personal rifts that have developed over years of shared life but also the broader cultural debates about authenticity, empowerment, and the role of women in redefining family structures that defy conventional norms. Critics of the show argue that while moments of conflict are inevitable in any large, complex family, the manner in which such conflicts are exploited for dramatic effect often overshadows the deeper, more meaningful narratives that lie beneath, narratives of resilience, personal growth, and the search for identity in a world that constantly pits individual ambition against collective responsibility. In this light, Robin's belittling of Janelle is seen by some as emblematic of the very pitfalls of reality TV, a tendency to amplify conflict at the expense of genuine connection, and to reduce complex human emotions to simplistic soundbites that do little to advance the conversation about what it means to be a family. Yet, despite the criticisms, there is also a segment of the fan base that sees this moment as a necessary catalyst for change, a painful but ultimately constructive confrontation that may force the family to address long-ignored issues and to redefine their relationships in a way that honors both individuality and unity. For these viewers, the clash between Robin and Janelle is not a sign of inevitable disintegration but rather a call to action, a reminder that in order to move forward, the Brown family must confront its internal divisions head-on, acknowledge the value of every member's unique perspective, and work collectively to build a future that is more inclusive, respectful, and resilient. As the season progresses and the ripple effects of this confrontation continue to unfold, one thing is certain: the incident has sparked a renewed dialogue among fans and critics alike, prompting a re-evaluation of the assumptions and narratives that have long defined sister wives, and challenging all those involved to consider what it truly means to belong to a family that is as diverse in its opinions as it is united by shared history and common struggles. In the end, while Robin's slip-up may have temporarily marred her public image and deepened existing divides, it also offers a rare moment of clarity, a glimpse into the raw, unvarnished emotions that underpin every interaction in the Brown household, and a powerful reminder that behind every carefully curated image lies a complex tapestry of personal triumphs, heartbreaks, and the enduring, if imperfect, quest for acceptance and belonging in a world that is constantly shifting its definition of family.